My name is Suresh Kochatal. The central government today informed the Supreme Court on Monday that a decision is likely in 2 to 3 days over the charging of the interest by banks on installments which were deferred during the moratorium period in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. The top court asked the centre to bring the decision on record and circulate the affidavit to the parties in a batch of pleas challenging interest on deferred installments. The central government also informed the top court that the matter has received very serious consideration and the decision-making process is at a very advanced stage. A bench headed by Justice Ashok Bhushan said that it would hear the batch of pleas filed by various industries, trade associations and individuals on October 5th. We will fix the matter for Monday, October 5th. Whatever is your policy, whatever you have, you circulate it. We will take it up on Monday. We don't want any further adjournment, the bench said, also comprising of Justice Subhash Reddy and Justice Shah observed. The bench recorded the statement of Solicitor General Tushar Mehta appearing for the centre that this issue is under active consideration of the government and a decision is likely to be taken within 2 to 3 days. It is said that Mr. Mehta shall endeavour to circulate the affidavit among the parties by Thursday so that the matter is heard on October 5th. A decision taken by the government should be brought on record along with any affidavit, the bench said. At the outset, Mr. Mehta said that several economic issues are under consideration of the government. The bench asked Mr. Mehta if he will be able to circulate his affidavit in advance to the question to the parties concerned, which he agreed. Senior advocate Rajiv Datta, appearing for the main petitioner Gajendra Sharma, said that this is a very important matter and the banks are acting as if it's a very normal issue. Mr. Mehta requested to wait for 2 or 3 days so that the government can take a final call. I assure you that it is under consideration and at a very active advanced stage, he said. On September 10th, the top court had extended its interim order that no account is to be declared as an NPA till further orders after the central said that an expert panel has been set up to look into the issue of interest being charged by banks on installments deferred during the moratorium period due to COVID-19 pandemic. The government at its highest level is considering all the issues raised before the court and petitions and a decision would be taken within 2 weeks, the central informed the apex court. The top court had directed that decisions taken by the centre, the Reserve Bank of India and different banks be placed on record for consideration. As noted above, on the date of hearing, the specific instructions with regard to the charging of the compound interest and credit rating downgrading during the moratorium period shall be obtained so that appropriate orders can be issued on the next date of hearing, the bench had said. The union government had sought 2 weeks' time to file an appropriate affidavit to bring on record the relevant decisions and the directions of the government as well as that of Reserve Bank of India. It had said that everything has to be considered holistically and the government is considering all sectors for which an expert panel has been constituted. The top court had asked the centre that concrete decisions should be taken with clarity. On September 3rd, in a relief to the stressed borrowers who are facing hardship during the impact of the pandemic, the top court has said that accounts which are not declared as non-performing assets till August 31st this year shall not be declared NPA till further orders. The pleas in the apex court have raised issues pertaining to the validity of RBI's March 27 circular, which allowed lending institutions to grant moratorium on payment of installments of term loans falling due between 1st of March 2020 and May 31st this year due to the pandemic. Later, the period of moratorium was extended till 31st of August. The centre had recently told the court that the waiver of interest on deferred EMIs during the moratorium period would be against the basic canons of finance and unfair to those who repaid the loans as per schedule. RBI, however, has come out with a scheme which provides for extension of moratorium for 2 years to certain stressed borrowers, the centre had informed the Supreme Court. Thank you for watching.